What up, Belly Life Gang? This your boy AC, and welcome back to a special live stream edition of LA Sports Live. Man, where's my damn water at? You guys see the thumbnail? You see the title? I did not watch the LA Laker game last night because I knew what was going to happen. So it is what it is. I repeat, I did not watch the LA Laker game last night versus the Toronto Raptors because we all knew what was going to happen last night, and that's the way it is. So what? We're we're what 10 games? What 10 games under 500? 11? I don't know. Uh, so it is what it is. This team is what it is. It's not a very good team, and in my humble opinion, and I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but it is what it is. In my humble opinion, man, I know. Look, we've done a lot of videos, guys. We've done a lot of videos, and including myself. Videos where we hollered and blamed Russell Westbrook. Videos where we hollered and blamed Jeannie Buss. Videos where we blamed Magic Johnson. He has nothing to do with the Lakers. Videos where we blame Alex Caruso. He's not even on the Lakers anymore. Videos where we blame the fans. Videos where we blame the media. And, after a whole year of sitting and watching the Lakers, um, in particular, and observing LeBron James, I think we kind of hit a new low last night, and I think I think the losing is finally. I think the losing is really starting to wane on LeBron James, and I don't think he likes it. And we saw a couple little flare ups last night in the game. I saw the highlights. I saw the replays. Yo, you guys still there? Anyway, sorry about that, man. Look, I know the losing start to piss off LeBron James, and you couldn't pay me nothing to be in that Laker locker room right about now. But let me touch on another thing before I go deep into that. Let me touch on another thing, and I keep hearing people talking about is LeBron stat pattern? Is LeBron giving up on his teammates? Is he strictly, going for these stats? Um, we've seen him move up several. I mean, we've seen him break and tie so many damn records over the last year and a half. It's kind of ridiculous. Nobody is denying that he's a tremendous talent, but it's just getting kind of crazy with all these damn records he's breaking. And I don't even know. And that we on the topic. Why why did they? I don't. Somebody explain it to me. 2 weeks ago, when they say, "Oh, he broke the record for scoring points in playoffs," I don't get it. Was the record for the points in playoffs combined, or was he the number one scorer? Somebody was saying that he's the number one scorer of all time, and I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Because the last time I checked, he had at least a couple thousand more points to go before he caught Kareem. So maybe it was points and regular season playoffs. Maybe that's the record he set. But I'm like, nah, he's not the all-time leading scorer of all time. Regular season, he's not. Because last time I checked, I remember checking even a few seasons ago, and they said, nah, he would have to play like another 3.5 years to beat him, to beat Kareem's record. But anyway, who gives a damn about that record anyway? But the point is, what we're talking about is this season, and this season, and up to this point. And I know we got a lot of course, we got a lot of Laker fans on this channel. Of course, we have a lot of LeBron James fans on this channel. And what I want to ask you guys, I see some of y'all salute to everybody in the chat that chimed in, but y'all don't think LeBron is stat padding at least a little bit? You know, I know there's not really a whole lot to cheer about this season. This season has been totally not good at all. Basically, the highlight this season for the Lakers has just been the prolific scoring by LeBron James. But if you a LeBron fan, I just want to know what you guys think. Do you think he's stat pattern? Do you think you know he's already beat so many milestones and set so many records? But do you think that's like at this point in this season? Do you think this his sole focus? What do you got? What do you guys in the chat think? Steven Scott said, "Well, I would shut." Steven Scott says, "I would shut down LeBron at 10 games. The Lakers need to go do whatever they can to get the organization back in order." Well, here's the thing, Steven Scott. What you're saying makes a whole lot of sense. But in order for LeBron James to get shut down, he's got to prove it. And I don't think LeBron James is going to shut himself down unless unless the Lakers get totally knocked out of the playoffs, and I don't think that's going to happen. As long as they have something to play for, as long as they have a chance of making the playoffs, he's not going to allow himself to get shut down. And for what reason I don't know. It could be like I think to compile more stats because that's what he likes to do, or he may seriously want to make another playoff run. He might really want to make another playoff run. I don't know. But it's kind of like when you look at LeBron James and his performance this year, some people say, and look, some of y'all ain't going to like this, bro. So, just remember, this is just an opinion. This is just an opinion. But I'm like, LeBron James, uh, outside of the time that, he's been out, he's been hurt, he I guess I guess you could say if you look at the stats, um he's had a great season. Let's look at his stats. Let me go over there and look at his stats real quick. LeBron James stats. Let's look at LeBron James stats. Look, LeBron, he's tied for the James and LeBron. But LeBron's average, he's still up there with those other guys. So he's scoring a hell of a lot of points. He's shooting a lot of 3 pointers. Why? I don't know. Because if you go by the numbers, he's still just an average 3 point shooter. Maybe a smidget for this season. Maybe a smidget better than average as far as numbers are concerned. But he's just an average 3 point shooter. But I just think all the threes. Uh, there's a number of different reasons. With Anthony Davis out, The teams have adjusted against him, so he's kind of like, I won't say forced to shoot a lot of threes, but the teams are allowing him to shoot a lot of threes, and he's making some, and some he ain't making. And another thing is, I think he's doing it to conserve energy. So that's another reason for another three for all the threes. But look, he is scoring. He's scoring at a crazy rate, and a rate that most people wouldn't have thought he would have scored at this age. You have to salute LeBron James for the athlete that he is. And honestly, look, when you look at him, man, offensively speaking, honestly, it really does look easy for him in my book. I mean, a lot of people were talking about, uh, he can't get to the basket no more. They're shutting him off and all that kind of stuff. Nah, he can still get to the basket. Even at damn near 38 years old, he can still do it. So you can't say that. And then when you watch him perform offensively at almost 38 years old, he's still looking good. And then, barring any major injuries, I'm almost of the opinion that LeBron could play no problem, no problem to the age of 40, maybe even older. If I think about it, if you really think about it, I think he could even, play to about 40 or 42. At what capacity, I don't know he would be at that point, but I think he could play to age 40 or 42. That's just my opinion, offensively speaking. Now, let's get to the part where things get a little sticky, things get a little bit of dicey for LeBron James. We done with the part where we were kissing his ass and praising him. Let's talk about defense, man. And you guys, like I said, some of you guys might not like it, but let's just talk about his performance defensively speaking. Now, LeBron, at this point in this season, he turns it on defensively speaking in spurts here and there. But at this point, at this late juncture in the season, he's all but abandoned the defensive side of his game, man. He's basically abandoned the defensive side of his game and just pretty much forsaken that for offense. Now, some people could spin it and say, look, he's conserving his energy or whatever so he can score because there's nobody else that can score and this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. But my humble opinion is this, man. And I know it's this. If you can't go hard on both sides of the floor, I think, in some respects, you're cheating the game. It's just my opinion because, I know a lot of people like to do comparisons. Some people don't like to do comparisons, but Kobe Bryant did a lot of things, but he never dogged it on defense. At the he never dogged it on defense, even going down to his last season. Just so he could score a lot of points. That's something the great Kobe Bean Bryant never did. Um, I think sometimes LeBron he's so gifted. He's so gifted offensively. Things have come so easy for him. Sometimes he gets caught up in that, and he just gets consumed with offense and scoring that he forgets all about defense. And that's another thing I would say I will probably have a bone to pick with him is the leadership. Because I said this once and I said it again, I'll say it again. You know, we know one of the biggest problems of this team for this Lakers this season has been defense. And the way it's going to go, man, is so goes the leader, so goes the team. This is a brand new team, to begin with. And when you basically got a brand new team, only two other players returning from the team last season, and they see the team's leader not selling out, not busting his ass on defense, they're going to think and they're going to wonder, why do I have to do it? So that's why I think, after seeing last night, LeBron was kind of upset with a couple of his teammates and all that kind of stuff and slamming the basketball and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, look, bro, in a lot of instances, man, they're just following your lead, bro. They're just following your lead, man. You can't be really too, upset with people when they're following your lead, man. They see the leader playing real lackadaisical defense and preserving all his energy for offense. Some of them, for whatever reason, are going to think they can do the same thing. Now, none of these players on this team have the same cachet as LeBron James, but it is what it is, man. And you can't tell me that I'm not right, because the proof is in the pudding. The Lakers are what, 10 games, 11 games under 500, man. So it is what it is. Um, I suspect what I think is going to happen. You never know. You never know. One thing I do know is LeBron for sure is consumed and obsessed with stats and getting his numbers. So, like I said, he will not sit out the rest of the season. He will not shut it down. If this team makes it to the playoffs, you bet your bottom dollar that he's going to be there for sure to continue to compile his stats, because that's what he does, man. And now you ask me, do I blame him for having this point of view? No, I don't. What else is there for him to play for at this point in this season? At this point in his career, if the Lakers have absolutely no chance of winning a championship, I would stat pad like no other. That's what I would do. I would stat pad. I would compile and get as many stats and break as many records as I could. And I think that's what he's doing, man. And like I said, some people not gonna like that. Some people gonna look at that as cheating the game. It is what it is. Anybody can look at it however they want. But the bottom line is, like I said, it's just everybody's opinion. That's my opinion, man. It's my opinion. I think that's what LeBron's doing. And let me tell you something. LeBron and the type of attitude that he has right now, it didn't start this season. It started, going back to last season. It is what it is. He's gonna he's gonna show up. He's gonna play, and he's gonna do his thing and get his numbers. If the other guys don't want to show up, they don't want to play, I think with him it just gets to a certain point where he just don't care anymore. But he's still gonna do his thing. But anyway, I just want to jump on for a little bit, guys. Like I said, hope I didn't piss some people off, run some people off, get some people to unsubscribe. It's just an opinion, just on what I observed this season. I think a lot of people, myself included, I went back and looked at all my videos this season. And I'm like, man, we've been we've been some delusional ass fans. Some delusional ass Laker fans and some delusional ass LeBron fans to think that this team was going to turn it around or still even has a chance to turn it around this season, bro. They don't. It's not going to happen. It don't matter if AD come back. It doesn't matter if Magic come back, Kareem or Big Game James. This team, it is what it is. In 10 games under 500, this team it just ain't gonna happen. Look at it. You have to look at it like this. Let's say, if I would say, look, let's say if I wasn't even a basketball fan, and then my son was a LeBron James and a Lakers fan, and then I heard my son ranting and raving for the last 4 or 5 months, like I've been doing, talking about the Lakers and LeBron going to turn it around. I would look at my son and say, "What the hell is wrong with you? It's not going to happen, son. It's not going to happen." And the proof is right here. The proof is right here in front of you. The last 4 or 5 months, the team has sucked. It started from the very beginning, and it's going to continue to the rest of the season's over with, because they got the hardest record for the remainder of the season. So anyway, let me get off my soapbox for today. I just wanted to make sure I came on live today. We're doing a special video, today. Like I said, some people may like it, some people may not. Some people may unsubscribe, some people may subscribe. But one thing I want to tell you guys, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about LeBron James and his leadership thus far this season. Do you think he's giving up on the Lakers in this season? And do you think he has clearly been stat padding this season? And does he think this season is lost? You guys let me know in the comments below. Anyway, this your boy AC, LA Sports Live. I will wrap with y'all later.